How you doing, YouTube? Massive Beer Reviews, back to yet another review. A little bit of fresh hop hopeful goodness in the form of Columbus Brewing's Yakima hops. Yeah, man. It's my second Columbus beer review I'm going to do. I believe it was a triple IPA from these guys. It was sent to me from Ohio last year. Maybe it was early this year. Regardless, this is the second one I'm actually going to dive into. I'm kind of excited to give it a whirl because I really enjoyed the first one. You get a nice kind of freshie in a bottle. That's always a good thing. As far as what it says in here, it says Columbus Brewing Company Yakima Fresh. It's a wet hop India Pale Ale, 7.5% alcohol by volume. It was bottled 3 weeks ago. And drink fresh, brewed and bottled in Columbus, Ohio. And Eric Bean, brewmaster. Done and done. Yeah, it doesn't actually say what hops are being used. I know Yakima Valley is like, king shit of fuck mountain when it comes to actually hop production and hop production, I think, in the world, if anywhere. But I don't know if these, I don't think Yakima's, they actually make Yakima hops. I think these are just kind of wet hops they got from Yakima. I just like saying the word Yakima, I guess, at this point. And, yeah. Label's alright. It's cool. Very old school. Nothing wrong with a little bit of old school. Let's get a little bottle opener action. See what the sucker has. And, yeah, yammer about it. So we're expecting old school. You're talking about a bottle. You're talking about a wet hop beer. You're talking about, let's throw that whole thing in there. What I've seen and what I've had my limited exposure to Columbus outside of reviews even, very traditional style beers. And that's what you pretty much have here. It's a very soft, beautiful, snow globy kind of carbonation with a nice rich kind of yellow color, zero haze whatsoever. Index finger just over, infinite creamy top, super tight compact bubbles, just off white. I mean, she looks like an old school IPA. Let's get a nose. Ooh, the melon character in this is awesome. I'm getting a soft piney resinous to it. You're getting this nice, big, bright cantaloupe, honeydew, kind of rich melon portion of the show. Yeah, that smells pretty nice, man. And that pininess doesn't come off super sappy or super, like, over the top, like, biting. It has, like, a softness to it, which is quite nice. Yeah, that smells absolutely fantastic. Yeah, there's a nice sweetness to it, but there's enough bittering kind of balance that off. It smells delicious. It smells like candy, hop candy. Let's take a sip. Cheers. That's dangerous. I didn't even talk about the ABV on this. Or I did. Actually, I did mention it. 7.5%. That drinks like 5%. It doesn't even get close to that 7% alcohol by volume. The hops are a little bit smaller, a little bit muted compared to where the nose kind of leads you. It's kind of expected with a fresh hop beer, to be perfectly honest with you. Not that fresh hop beers can't be impactful, but they rarely get to the point where they kind of blow your doors off. It's got a rich fullness to the way the hops are in there. Kind of, I mean, I don't like to use the definition in the, or the word in the definition of what I'm trying to say, but it tastes like a wet hop beer. It has that kind of fullness to it. That, I don't want to say flabbiness, just kind of fullness. It's coating your tongue, giving a nice, like, I don't want to say oiliness, but richness to it. That is just full and vibrant, kind of the way fresh food is. If you eat fresh, whether it be vegetables or, protein steak, the whole nine, if you get it uber fresh, never frozen, never kind of, transported or time extended, for the lack of a better word, it shows, and it kind of shows in this beer. It just goes down so easy. It gives you enough of that soft, fluffy, piney character. Doesn't get too aggressive while giving you heaping helpings of that kind of rich melon character. And they play off each other so well with a perfect balanced malt base to it, to where that hop is just in tune. Everything's so in tune and so perfectly well done. This is a fantastic fucking beer. This is an absolutely fantastic beer. I mean, it's not going to blow your doors off. As far as impact or showiness. But man, what it loses in that portion of the show, it absolutely gains in just, like I said, it just belongs. It makes sense. I've talked about this before. When you drink a beer that just is balanced so well, it makes so much sense when you drink it. It's almost like you don't even feel it going down. It's so in tune with what it should be as a beer that it's just a pleasure to drink, and that's kind of where this one lands. This is a fantastic beer. I mean, it's scary, 7.5%. I want this to be a 4.5% beer. It drinks closer to like a 5.5%, 6% beer, but it's 7.5%. So you could definitely get in a whole heaping pile of trouble with this beer. You know, this is the one you're like, oh, that's good, and then dumpster in Columbus. That's where you wake up. But yeah, super tasty, super drinkable, super balanced. Impactful where it should be, but not aggressive enough to where you can drink a bunch. It's kind of like a textbook version of an IPA, and it does have a lot of new school tendencies to it. I mean, it's very, very old school. It leans heavily in the old school, but it brings such a nice kind of tidbits. It cherry picks the points from the new school portion of the show, whether it be hops or application, and kind of puts it in a very old school package that... This is an awesome beer. Yeah. Let's talk about it. So one of the better IPAs, versioning on double IPAs I've had as of late. Yeah. Absolutely, without a doubt, worthy of being up there. Maybe not number one. I love my hazies, but this one's damn good. Value and availability, no idea. But if you give me this in a 4-pack for, I don't even want to talk price. It's probably way cheaper than it should be. Because when you're talking about bottles, you're talking about traditional stuff, it's probably in 6-packs for like $15. I'd buy that shit all day. And leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like good beer, if you like balanced beer, if you like hop forward beer, if you like, let's go back to good beer. Because that's what this is. This is really good beer and worth giving a whirl. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing a whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little Columbus beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.